Hey, I'm Josh, and it's your iFanboy Mini for the day. The Mini is the Iron Man armor-sized version of the Ironmonger-sized, larger iFanboy comic book show. Is that right? Iron Man, it's the hip thing of the moment. Everybody's talking about the Iron Man. The kids love the Iron Man, so I thought, hey, let's hop on that bandwagon. No. I've been a big Iron Man fan for a long time. When I was a kid, it was one of the first series that I really got into, sort of in the late 80s. And I remember one of the things that I always... it has never left my mind is at the last page of issue 242, Iron Man is shot very unexpectedly by a jealous girlfriend right through the chest, and it was grisly. It came from out of nowhere, and it led to issue 243 right here, in which it says in the cover, Tony Stark shot. This would have never, ever worked today because you would have seen the cover 2-3 months in advance, and it would have ruined it. But back then, I remember being blown away, and I thought, wow, this is like an adult book to me, and it isn't. Reading it now, it's not over the top, but it's also not very childish. It deals with all the repercussions of this, and Rhodey's anger, and the people who care about Tony and their inner thoughts and things like that. And there's a lot of thought balloons in it, but they work out well. It's actually pretty good. Thing about these comic books is everybody says there's no subtext because they'd say something and they explain exactly what it is that they're thinking in the word balloon. So whatever it is that they're thinking, you know it. You don't have to guess at anything, which is so much easier. Anyway, the book actually holds up pretty well. There's no action in it. The evil person in this is a lawyer who wants to represent Kathy Dare, the shooter, and get rich and write a book and do that kind of stuff. And that's as bad as it gets. Tigra shows up. She was still hot because Tony used to date her because he dated everybody because he's Tony. You know what I mean? I love that Tony is such a human character in the face of all these other things. Like, he has flaws. And I remember that this book, I had no idea that you could make comic books like this when it came out. And I was so excited, just that I was like, wow, this seems permanent. He's been shot. And then at the very end of the book, the doctor who'd been in surgery comes out and gives a press conference, apparently without checking with Stark's lawyers or PR or anything, and tells the world, oh yeah, he'll never walk again. It's a dramatic, fun panel. It's totally comic books, but come on, who would ever do that? You don't just tell the world that. He's got enemies, for God's sakes. The stock could tumble. This book was great. I had so much fun reading it. It brought me back, but also was good. It was written by David Michelini, art by Bob Layton. It holds up fairly well, other than the looks of some of the characters. But it was good comics, and I thought it was the pacing was really good, the story was really good, and I remember this went on for a while. He was in a wheelchair for a good long while, and then he used the armor to be able to make himself get back up and do things. He became addicted to using the armor because he has an addictive personality. It was just good stuff. I kind of want to go back and dig out all the other issues and read them again. That was good. But you don't want to hear about that. Hey, if you remember this book or anything like that, you can write us at contact@ifanboy.com. You can get over to revision3.com/ifanboy and see some of the other videos and stuff that we've got. And I believe that is all. Thank you, and we will see you tomorrow.